I think that we've all been there. Falling in love with a new TV show. Falling in love with the characters, the writing, the storyline, the whole world. Only to find out that this new obsession of yours has now been added to the list of TV shows that got cancelled way too soon. And it's awful. They were just getting into a really good storyline, and maybe if they weren't brutally taken away from us, more people would have come to appreciate the show as well. What's even worse is when they leave us on a horrible cliffhanger. What do they expect us to do with our lives now? Especially if you're the kind of person, like myself, who gets really emotionally attached to characters. It's not easy letting go. So in honor of some of our fallen, I've made a list of 7 awesome shows that unfortunately got cancelled way too soon. Dark Angel was about a group of genetically enhanced children living in a futuristic and dystopian Seattle. It ran for 2 seasons and it starred Jessica Alba, Michael Weatherly and Jensen Ackles. Now this was the first show I remember being truly obsessed with. I used to sneak downstairs after my parents went to bed to watch it. The show was created by James Cameron and it was so good. They really did try to wrap things up in the final episode, but there were still so many questions left unanswered, and I honestly think it deserved another season, or a movie. Kyle XY ran for 2.5 seasons, then got brutally murdered, rage, in mid-season 3, on a huge cliffhanger. I don't think I've ever been as mad over a series ending before. The show evolves around a boy waking up in the forest. He has no more knowledge or abilities than a newborn child, and he has no belly button. He's then taken in by a family and given the name Kyle. And the series follows Kyle as he tries to figure out the puzzle of who he is. And it's so easy falling in love with the main character Kyle, who's played by Matt Dallas. After the show got cancelled, they did do a wrap-up called Kyle XY Revealed, where they kind of told where they were planning on heading next if they got more episodes, but it just wasn't good enough. You didn't get any of the answers you wanted to know. I'm so mad about the show being cancelled because you can't end a series with, spoiler alert, Kyle, I am your brother. You can't do that, it's just so mean. Why? Is this show actually even cancelled? Nobody seems to know. Now, Russell T Davies, who is the creator of the show, has placed the show on an indefinite hiatus. I'm adding it on the list because we need more. Torchwood follows Jack Harkness and his team at the Cardiff branch of Torchwood. It's a spin-off of Doctor Who, and you know how much I love Doctor Who. Doctor Who! 9 Lives of Chloe King. 9 Lives of Chloe King. Now, I swear, they cancelled the show simply because of the stupid ass name. The 9 Lives of Chloe King ran for 1 season, and it was about a girl, Chloe, who had special cat-like powers and 9 lives. 9 Lives of Chloe King. Ah. If you haven't seen it, I realize that it sounds really stupid, but it's very Teen Wolfy, if you know what I mean. Like, you hear the stupid name and you expect the show to be bad, but it's actually really good. This show was very underrated and it got left off on a huge cliffhanger. I was very upset about this show being cancelled, but it's understandable because they couldn't honestly draw in enough audience for that stupid name. I mean, I tried telling people about it and they just laughed. Legend of the Seeker lived for 2 seasons and it's the only show on this list that has a happy ending. It's an action-adventure TV series based on Terry Goodkind's Sword of Truth book series. It's about the Seeker, Richard Cypher, and his team of awesomeness as they go out on this journey to destroy the evil Dark and Rahl, who's trying to destroy everything. It deserved more episodes simply because it got better and better for each episode. But as I said, it got a happy ending, and I actually cried happy tears, and you don't do that very often when a show gets cancelled. It was a really good show and I miss it. The Sarah Connor Chronicles follow Sarah Connor and her son John as they try to stay under the radar from the government while trying to destroy the computer network Skynet, as in hopes of preventing Armageddon. The show is set after the second Terminator movie, and it stars Lena Headey, I don't know how to say her name, Lena Headey, Cersei from Game of Thrones. And as all the other shows on this list, they got cancelled way too soon, after only 2 seasons. it was left on another horrible cliffhanger! And this one was particularly horrible because they spent 2 seasons building up to this particular moment and then they just got cancelled and you never actually figured anything out. Rage! Which leads up to the most unfair cancellations of them all. Are you ready? Firefly. 1 season? Seriously? Now, I know I'm not alone on this one. Fans of Firefly calls themselves browncoats, and browncoats are intense. Browncoats are dedicated. Firefly lived for 1 season. Yeah, we got a movie, but that only screwed things up even more. The thing about Firefly is that you get so connected to the crew on board the ship Serenity, and the story just draws you in. Space Cowboys! The show is created by Joss Whedon, and it's the perfect show. The episode Out of Gas is my all-time favorite episode out of anything I've ever watched, which is saying a lot because I like TV shows. I think that Firefly is the show that I've rewatched most times as well. You can't take the sky from me. I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch me soar. And that's the 7 shows that I feel like have been unfairly cancelled and really should be regenerated. Do you have any shows that you love that got brutally murdered? Let me know in the comments below and we'll share the pain. And I'll see you soon. Bye! I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.